I'm sure you don't need me to tell you popular series like Eminence in Shadow and Classroom of the Elite are expecting to return next year. We've also got our first look at the new movie for Irregular at Magical High School. So let me run through a few things you need to know about these upcoming sequels. Alright, let's start things off with Classroom of the Elite. Season 4 was officially announced back in September 2024, and if you've read the light novels, you know exactly why this next chapter is such a big deal. We're finally moving into the Year 2 arc, which brings a whole new wave of chaos for Ayano Koji. The teaser trailer dropped at Anime Japan 2025, and while it didn't give away too much, it was enough to remind fans that Studio Lurch is still at the helm. They're aiming for a 2026 release, most likely early in the year, and honestly, I'm glad they're taking their time. This series has had its ups and downs in animation quality, so a little extra care is definitely welcome. As for the story, Year 2 immediately raises the stakes. Not only do we get an entirely new batch of first-year students, and trust me, these guys are not pushovers, but there's also a White Room student entering the mix. This character's sole mission? To force Ayano Koji out of the school. And if you know anything about Ayano Koji's past, you know that is not going to be a simple fight. On top of that, the first big exam pairs up first years with second years for a written test, where the second year gets expelled if the team's score drops too low. That's brutal pressure. And with everyone's abilities now being displayed through a brand new school app, popularity and strategy become even more twisted. Basically, the mind games are about to get crazier than ever. Next up, we've got the Irregular at Magical High School movie, hitting theaters in Japan in February 2026. This one's going to adapt the Yotsuba succession arc, which is all about the fallout from Tatsuya's identity finally being revealed to the world. And let me tell you, things are about to get intense. The story follows Tatsuya and Miyuki as they step into their second year. And suddenly, a mysterious letter shakes up their lives. Tatsuya's position in the Yotsuba clan is challenged, with new candidates vying for the family's leadership, so expect a lot of political and magical tension, plus the usual high-stakes action we love from this series. We'll also get some new faces joining the cast, which is always exciting because it adds fresh dynamics to Tatsuya and Miyuki's already complicated world. And speaking of dynamics, the implied romance between Tatsuya and Miyuki is, well, still there. From the start, Miyuki's affection is over-the-top, possessive, and intense, which some fans find a little uncomfortable, while others just enjoy the drama. Honestly, it's just fun to watch, so don't overthink it too much. All in all, this movie isn't just a continuation, it's a high-stakes, magical, political roller coaster with some fan-favorite drama sprinkled in. And with a February 2026 release, the countdown is officially on. Moving on to an isekai with one of the most powerful protagonists, Tensura, Tears of the Azure Sea Arc. The second film in the franchise hits Japanese theaters on February 27th, 2026, and features an original story supervised by the light novel's author, Fuse. So even longtime fans have something completely new to enjoy. The story picks up right after the opening ceremony of the Jura Tempest Federation. Rimuru and his allies are invited to a resort island owned by Elmesia, the celestial emperor of the sorceress dynasty of Serion. But of course, their vacation doesn't stay peaceful for long. A mysterious woman named Yura appears, sparking a new incident in the Endless Sea. And from the trailers, Rimuru is about to face challenges both underwater and on land. Familiar characters will return, and the movie is also expected to introduce new faces while expanding the world building. Studio 8-Bit is producing, keeping the animation quality consistent with the series. The teaser and key visuals hint at a stunning oceanic theme, and the second trailer only raised anticipation further. This movie sets the stage for the anime's fourth season, which will follow sometime after the film, giving fans a full continuation of Rimuru's adventures. With brand new stories, oceanic battles, and classic Tensura charm, This one is shaping up to be a must-watch for fans of the series. Next up, we've got Devil May Cry Season 2, confirmed to premiere in 2026. The teaser trailer showed the return of both Dante and Virgil, and things are about to get chaotic. Season 2 picks up right after the first season's cliffhanger. Dante spent most of the show believing his twin brother Virgil was dead after their family was attacked by demons. But in the finale, the White Rabbit reveals a vial of Virgil's blood, proving he's alive. In the final scene, Virgil appears in the demon world as the mysterious knight, now serving King Mundus and freeing other demons, setting up a seriously complicated reunion between the brothers. The teaser hints at a major confrontation between Dante and Virgil, and with Virgil playing a big role this season, fans are in for some epic brother versus brother battles. Dante also has a new look this time, longer hair and a sharper style, and Lady is expected to return as well. With the animation continuing at the same high standard, Season 2 is shaping up to be not just a continuation, but a darker, more intense take on the Devil May Cry story. Finally, we've got Eminence in Shadow, Lost Echoes, the upcoming movie continuing right from the explosive end of Season 2. If you remember, Sid, in his Shadow persona, wrapped up an epic showdown with Ragnarok during the Black Rose incident, while Beta and Epsilon took on Mordred. And just when you thought the chaos was over, Shadow makes that classic dramatic exit, blasting through a dimensional portal with his iconic I Am Atomic move, leaving us all wondering what comes next. Well, Lost Echoes answers that question. Set to premiere in 2026, the movie follows Sid back on Earth. But this isn't the ordinary world he left behind. Years of magical upheaval have transformed it into a battleground overrun by magic beasts, with humanity on the brink of collapse. Sid will reconnect with old acquaintances like Akane Nishino, now one of the planet's strongest fighters, while uncovering deeper lore about his origins, ancient ruins, and the conspiracies tied to this new magical reality. The teaser already showed us Shadow clashing in a crumbling Japan, and with Studio Nexus, the same studio behind the anime, returning for the film, fans can expect the same signature style, but on a bigger, more cinematic scale. All signs point to this being darker, more intense, and packed with the over-the-top action, cunning mind games, and chaotic humor that made the series such a hit. Basically, if you loved Shadow in the series, this movie is about to take his adventures to a whole new level. Now, there's no trailer or release date yet. I'll be sure to keep you updated if any info comes out. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe and check out my other videos. Also, let me know in the comments which sequel you're most excited about. Until next time, see ya.